Hey guys, Casey here with Vacays by Casey. Hope everyone is enjoying their Wednesday afternoon. Today, here in Central Texas, it's a little bit cloudy, so I apologize if the lighting is not very good. Today, we're going to be talking about the Costa Maya cruise port. I did want to do this a little bit differently than I did our other Jubilee videos, just because the Costa Maya cruise port is volatile. Sometimes you can port there, sometimes you can't. But it is a good cruise port. There are things to do there. There is the dolphin swim. There is the avian sanctuary. There is tequila tasting. There is the pools. There's restaurants. There's bars you can sit at and drink and take it all in. They have the Mayan ritual they do. Or you can get a taxi or rent a golf cart and go down to the beaches. They have Nassau and Omaha Beach. There's Crazy Lobster, which is a prime one for most cruise passengers. Everybody likes to go to Crazy Lobster. We personally have never been. What is your favorite place to go when you go to Costa Maya? What is your favorite thing to do at the Costa Maya cruise port? Drop it down below. Let us know. Just because that one is one that is so controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. What are your thoughts if you have been? Now, we've kind of touched on it. Let's talk about our experience there. Last summer we went 3 times. Had a blast every time we went. One time we stayed on the port, two times we stayed on the port, had lunch, did the pool, sat by the little beach area they have, watched people do the swimming with the dolphins, went and saw the flamingos, watched the Mayan show. The other time, pardon me, we rented a golf cart and went down. My husband did not like that, but it was fun. We rented a golf cart and drove down to the beach. Sat, had a cocktail at the beach, got a little massage. This little boy was making the flowers out of plants. Like it made a little rose. He made a little rose out of plants, and of course, have to buy it. I'm a sucker for that. Had a nice little massage there. It was nice. Water wasn't crystal clear, but it wasn't bad, So, we have done those things. Fast forward this summer. In June, we took our family, all of our kids, their significant others. We booked the dolphin swim. Like, the kids were so excited. Mind you, it was like a 5-year-old getting to go to Universal. Like, our grown kids were super excited to swim with the dolphins. Again, if you have ever been to Costa Maya, sometimes you can't port there. I'm thankful that the captain of the ship decided, safety first. I'm very grateful for that. So, of course, we didn't get to port there. So, fast forward to August, when we just got back. I've hyped this up. Mind you, I've hyped this up. We had a couple that went with us. One has cruised before, her husband hasn't. So we were hyping up Costa Maya. I'm like, if we get to port there, man, there's so much to do. It's fun. It's a nice port. Well, it wasn't. Not this time. Now, mind you, I haven't been in a year, so I know a lot can happen in a year. But we would have went in June had we been able to port. We take our time because we're just going to hang on the port. Maybe rent a golf cart, go down to the beach. We're just kind of winging it at the moment. We get off the ship. Probably about 10:30. 10:30 maybe. Probably wasn't even that late. Anyways, we had met some people on the cruise, and they were coming up as we were going off. That was like, turn around. Don't do it. There's no power. There's no bathrooms. It's gross. And we're like, what? What are they talking about? Then they just kept walking. You know how it is when you're making that long walk. They were sweaty. They had their towel around them. I'm like, maybe they went on an excursion or something. So if you haven't been to Costa Maya, it is a long walk from the ship to the port itself. They do have a free trolley that will take you back and forth, but you know, we walked. We don't need it, and I love walking by the water and looking. And anyways, as we got closer to the port, it stunk. There's no other way to put it. It stunk. I'm like, man, but it's probably the seaweed. Again, Mother Nature has not been good to our Caribbean this year. Nothing anybody can do about it. You can grab and complain. That's facts are facts. It doesn't mean a place is gross and disgusting. It's just Mother Nature had other plans. So, as I'm telling them, if you look over that to the left, you could normally see this little beach area where they have loungers out. There's a pool with a swim-up bar, and I'm like, there's like a cover over the fence. I'm like, okay, maybe the seaweed, to keep the seaweed from getting up onto the port. If the waves come crashing up, push the seaweed. It's logical. Again, the closer you get, the worse it smells. I'm like, whew, mercy. Anyways, we get up there, and to the right, you can... Sorry, there's my dog Bentley. I think he's trying to get in the video. As you get to the right, it was just engulfed with seaweed, and I'll post a video so you can see. That's what I thought we were smelling. I'm like, oh, it's the seaweed. Again, there's nothing you can do to it. We'll get on the port, walk past it. It'll be fine. Perfectly fine. We'll go on about our business. So then we get onto the port, and usually you can feel the breeze of the AC from the other building, you know, from the little shops and whatnot. There was none of that. Oh, goodness. Sorry. There was none of that. You felt no breeze. You just felt heat and humidity. So we spoke with someone, one of the shop owners. They said, yeah, the power's been out. Oh, okay. She was like, but it's fixing to be back on. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. We use the restroom before we get off the ship. We're good. We'll stop and get a bottle of water. You know, we'll be fine. Walk around. Let's go see the dolphins. So we start to walk over to the dock, and I'm like, all these people are in the pool, and there's no electricity going, so there's no pump filter going, and that's kind of gross. All right, there's probably 100 people in the pool, not being filtered. All right, whatever. To each their own. They're having a good time. We get to the dock, I'm like, the dolphins are gone. Now, mind you, they were still selling excursions for this, so I'm like, but I would have been hot if I didn't do anything and pay for this and there's no dolphins here. We looked all over that cruise port. They weren't there. I don't know where they moved them to. Maybe they still have the excursions somewhere that you have to go off port and do now. But they used to be like right there. And you could watch people swimming with them and interacting with them. And they were gone. I'm like, all right. Let's go do the avian. Let's go to the bird sanctuary. Oh, no, it was closed. Okay, all right, that's fine. Let's go look at the flamingos. You know, we're just going from one thing to the next. Let's go check this out. Flamingos. And I can't blame them because no water. Get them out of there. And hopefully that's what they did with the dolphins. Got them out of there. Flamingos had a little bit of water. There was 2 of them. They were like, okay, yeah. They weren't impressed. Our friends weren't impressed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel awful because I have hyped this place up so much, and it's a bust. Like, everywhere we turned, either this was closed, or that was closed, or this wasn't working, and this one was shut down because there's no power. Obviously, you don't want to eat somewhere that there's no power where they can get hot water to wash your dishes, you know, whatnot. Filter the water in and out for mixture. You know where I'm going with that. So we're like, okay, well, there's a mine show. They were like, nah, we're good. They went back to the cruise ship. We did capture a little bit of the Mayan show just because we do enjoy that. So I would recommend, if it is like that, do your homework, do your research. Check out Nacional, check out Crazy Lobster. Rent a golf cart, jump in a cab. Won't cost you much to go down to the beach. I do recommend doing that. They have the Mayan ruins you can go do. They have the different excursions through the cruise line. That one I do highly recommend going through the cruise line if you're going to book something, because again, if you book it yourself and either A, the cruise ship doesn't port there, or B, something happens and they change your port times, you're going to lose that money. You're not going to get refunded. You're going to lose that money 99% of the time. So for Costa Maya, unless you're going to wing it that day, go through the cruise line and book it through them. Pay a little bit extra, but your money's going to be protected. Or do something that has free cancellation. Pay when you get there. Maybe pay like a $5, $10 deposit, whatever it is. Worst case, you lose $5 or $10. That's doable. Losing $150, $200 on an excursion would suck. So, always be cautious with that. But, anyways, enough of that. We go to get back on the cruise ship. We've seen a little go back on. Mind you, there's still no power, no restrooms, no nothing. We did end up talking to someone prior to sail away that said after a couple hours the power did come back on. They said they don't know if it was the full-blown power, if just generators kicked in, and they did open the restrooms back up. So, we're kind of like everybody else. We're in that love-hate relationship with Costa Maya right now. We do go back in December, so I definitely will update you. And keep in mind, Royal Caribbean bought that. They are working on building Perfect Day Mexico. It won't be till around 2027, but I'm very excited to see what comes of that. Y'all know me. I love my Carnival. Like, I love Carnival, but being a travel agent, I do have to explore my options. I do have to try different things. So we have a exciting little trip coming in December. We have a few really, really good trips coming this year, and I'm really excited about a few of them, but we'll talk about that on another day. Thanks everyone for tuning in and watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope if there was any questions you had about Costa Maya that I didn't get to answer, drop them in the comments below. If I can't answer them, there's somebody out there that can. Do your homework on your resorts and cruise ports that you go to. Tune in Friday because I'm super excited to show y'all about our final video from our Jubilee cruise and show you the things we did in the resort we went to in Cozumel. So, hope everyone has a great day and see you Friday.